What's up, everybody? This is Jose with Oakland Latinos United, aka Oakland Latinos Unidos, on here with a new video for you to enjoy. Well, I'm over here in Alameda at the Oakland Estuary. Over here, that's the on that side, it's the Port of Oakland. If you look in the distance over there, that's Jack London Square. This is a parking lot over here on the Alameda side. I've been coming here for many years. I love the beauty, the views. If you see over there, that's San Francisco. Beautiful views here. The one thing about living in the Bay Area is we always take for granted the beautiful views that we have in the Bay Area. Views that you're not going to find in some places in California, unfortunately. But there are some places in California that have even better views, but this is beautiful to me. But a long time ago, I used to kick it here in this parking lot with friends and even former girlfriends. And the video the subject I want to talk to you about today in the video is about toxic people. And the video's titled Toxic People Part 2 because I made a video about a year ago called Toxic People, and you can look for it. It's not that far back and you'll find it. But I'm calling this video Toxic People, Friendship, and Loyalty. And I think I made a video about a year ago as well talking about a friend of mine, one of my best friends who passed away a year ago from disease and drug addiction, a little bit of both. He got very sick, and he was also addicted to drugs, and unfortunately, he passed away. But what led up to him passing away is the story I want to tell you. And I want to link it to what I'm trying to tell you about toxic people, fake-ass people, about, how to be careful and watch out for these kind of people. You know what I mean? So let's start here. My friend, he was a homie of mine who I known for many years. We didn't know each other since childhood. Well, we definitely known each other since we were teenagers. I met him right after high school. And I actually met him through a girl I was messing around with. And then we hit it off and we became the best of friends. And he ended up becoming one of my I would say, best friends in the world, man. He was there for me when I needed him, when I needed favors or I needed backup or I needed, whatever. He was always there for me. He was always just that homie, man. And we were always, just homies. He knew he could count on me when he needed me, you know what I mean? Unless it was just something that I wasn't going to do. But for the most part, that was my homie. Now, he got his stuff together before I did, actually. He went to school. He became successful. He opened up his own business. He had money. He had his own place. A lot of things. And, he was living it good. He had nice cars, etc. So, one day, I hadn't seen him in a while, and I went to his house. And I noticed that he was really, really just amped up. He was hanging around all these fucking weird-ass, shady-ass, fucking grimy-ass motherfuckers. Like, the kind of people I wouldn't even hang around with. And the kind of people, knowing him in the past, he wouldn't even hang around with. And I asked him, are you working? Well, what happened, bro? And he told me he lost his business, he wasn't working, and that he was selling drugs, basically. Mostly weed, but I think he was selling illegal stuff too. And I wasn't so mad about the weed selling. I was more mad that he had let his career go down the drain, and now he was a fucking drug addict. He got addicted to pills. He got addicted to coke as well. And through the addiction, he lost everything. But then he also gained a little bit of money because he was selling. So while he was selling, he had all these drugs. He had all these fake motherfuckers around him. And I'm talking about, you could see from a mile away, even a blind person could see that these people were plastic, fake-ass, just J-Cat lops, you know what I mean? And I told him, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you hanging around these people? I told him, you would never hang around people like this, ever. And we had a big falling out. I literally had a fucking falling out with him where I had to give him a reality check. And we didn't talk for a while after that. He was mad at me, I was mad at him. But you know, it hurt me to have a falling out with him. So I called him maybe a year after. My conscience or my guilt got to me. And he was like, damn, Jose, you were right. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, bro, I lost my connection, my drug connection. I don't got no money. I'm broke. I'm struggling. He's like, and all those fucking people I helped out, all those people I gave them a free ride, not one of those motherfuckers is here for me to help me. Not one. And I told him, bro, I told you. And I told you that those people do not give a fuck about you. And I felt bad for him, but at the same time, I felt he had to learn the hard way, unfortunately. Because he just was not listening. And, you know, he got sicker and sicker. And about a year ago, he passed away. And I know he was sick, addicted to drugs. And drug addiction, I don't care what anyone says, it's a sickness, man. You know, it still hurt me. It hurt me that he went out that way, because I would have never guessed in 100 million years that he would have went out that way, man. Never. Because he was a very sharp dude. But it just goes to show you how drug addiction can fucking destroy you, man. Destroy your lives. But at his funeral, I was there. All his close friends were there. But not one of those motherfuckers, man. Not one showed up to his funeral. You know who was there? Jose was there. You know why Jose was there? Because Jose's a real homie. See, I'm an old school Latino, man. If you're my homie, if you're my friend, I take that a long way. You know what I mean? I'm very loyal to my friends, man. Especially the ones who are my good friends. But unfortunately in this life, I've had friends who have come in and out of my life. Like dude said in the movie Stand By Me, friends coming in and out of your life like waiters at a restaurant. And that's true. You know what I mean? I've had good friends, I've had bad friends, I've had toxic friends. I've had friends I had to let them go. And, you know, it hurt me to let them go, but I had to let them go. But it just, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and that's just the reality of life, you know? But the loyalty comes, is you got to be careful, man, with a lot of these people out here, man. I know a lot of times we grow up with people. We know dudes from the hood, from the block, from school, you know, from our gang, our hood, our set, whatever. And, you know, we're like, oh, man, that's my nigga, you know, that's my homie, that's my carnal. He's going to have my back no matter what. But you know what? A lot of times those dudes turn on you, man. Or those females turn on you. Because it could be female or man. You know? And a lot of times, a lot of these motherfuckers will hate on you. They'll talk shit to your girlfriend behind your back to try to get at her. They'll steal from you. They'll tell fucking other thugs, other stick-up kids, oh, this nigga got money, this nigga got this, for they could come rob you or set you up. You know what I mean? They'll snitch on you to the police. They'll snitch on you to ICE, probably. You know, if you have a nice car, they'll come break your window or flatten your tire or scratch your car. I've seen it, man. It's real. There are some very hateful, toxic-ass pieces of shit out there. You know what I mean? And you just got to be aware of these people, because they're life leeches. They leech life out of you, man. You know, they're sociopathic, narcissistic, you know, fucking locals. And, you know, I was a pendejo. I had to learn the hard way myself with a lot of homies and people I associated myself with. I associated with myself with people that stole from me, people that hated on me, people that talked shit behind my back. Thank God I know. You know what? No, not. I was going to say, thank God I never got snitched on. I actually did get snitched on. So that happened to me as well. And I've had it all, man. I've been through it all. Growing up in a poor environment, I grew up around it all. And you just got to be careful. And you know, the thing is, I regret is I even got into a fight with my parents, my mom and dad, may they rest in peace, over these punk motherfuckers. Because they were wise and they knew that these fools were fake as fuck, that they were plastic. And they would try to warn me, but I was a little fucking pendejo que no hacía caso. They didn't pay attention. And I would try to argue with my parents, like, oh man, you guys just don't want me to hang out with friends. You don't want me to have fun. You guys are being strict. You know? But no, they were right. A lot of these fools were pieces of shit. You know? And I'm just saying, man, be careful. Because when you're in a jail cell or you're down on that ground right there, you see that ground and you can't get up, or when you're in a casket and they're going to bury you down on that ground, guess who are the only people that are going to be there for you? The only people are going to be your true friends, your family, and that's it. You know what I mean? Those are the only people, and that's if you have true friends. Chances are just your family. And that's another thing. All these fools out here with their gang shit. Hey, I put it down for the hood. S.A. I'm from the barrio, Holmes. Nah, nigga, I'm from the block. Feel me? When you put work in for that block and you're in jail, you're sitting in San Quentin or in Soledad or somewhere else or in Pelican Bay, you think any motherfucker from the hood is going to come visit you? Fuck no. They're going to be like, fuck that fool. I don't want to see that fool. The only people that are going to visit you are your friend, if you have true friends, like I said, or your family, and that's it. You know? So just be aware of the people you hang around with. Be aware that there's a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists out there. Be aware that there's a lot of people that just want to use you for what you got and spit you out like a used piece of gum. And just be aware that there's a lot of toxic people out there. You know, my homie unfortunately had to learn it the hard way, and he was wasted talent, like the dude said in the movie Bronx Tale. Wasted fucking talent. And unfortunately, a lot of our raza falls into these traps, sadly. And you know, that's really all I have to say. This is Jose from Oakland Latinos United. Just remember, bro, if a friend is there for you, keep them. If a friend is questioning you, run the fuck away. Seriously. Like,